Ruff Talk VR.
Welcome to another episode of Ruff Talk VR, a weekly podcast with in-depth game reviews, exclusive developer interviews, and the latest Oculus Quest news. We join our hosts Dscruffles and Stratus2k1 today as they spend another episode breaking down and discussing the Oculus Quest virtual reality world.
Dscruffles! I'm excited.
Oh yeah, this is a fun one, my friend.
I'm excited. We were nice enough to be given early access to an unbelievable game.
Yeah, this is one that I've been following for months. So it's been available on PC VR, and when I heard it was coming to Quest, I was like, "Oh man, I'm joining their subreddit. I'm looking out for daily news on this one." What was promised in this game? I was like, "There's no."
No, when you told me, all right, this is what it is, and then I looked into it, and I was like, no freaking way.
Even the description of the game when it ends, and it's
let's break it down, because
okay.
I'm pumped. I'm a little too jacked because we've only had the game for about a week. So, but anywho, who are we talking about? What are we doing?
Okay, so the game is a Township Tale. It's made by developers Alta. The game is somehow only $9.99 right now for pre-order. I don't know how this game's only $9.99. If you pre-order it, you got early access on July 13th. The full game's going to drop on July 15th. Like I said, we got this about a week ago. Thank goodness, because
no, this game is.
There's so much to do.
I've yet to see. This game is massive.
So let's explain what we're
massive.
Let's explain what we're going to do too. So before we get into explaining exactly what the game is, this game is so vast that right away we got like 2 or 3 days in, and we're like, okay, we're going to have to do 2 podcast episodes on this. This is going to be our early impressions. We played it for a week, and I feel like I barely scratched the surface. Right now, it's looking like it's going to be a game that is, I don't know, maybe game of the year, and it's unbelievable.
No, you said that after the second day of playing it.
Yeah, but
you called 2 different games for game of the year, and this was one of them.
Yep. I think I'm going to be accurate. That's going to be Demio or this for game of the year for VR. But let's see. But anyway, right now, if this game holds up to what it is, I think that this is going to be one of those games that helps make Quests more popular, like the Oculus Quest more popular, because this game is unbelievable. But I'm not new to gaming. I've been in this disappointment before, where a game is the best game I've ever played for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then a month in, I never play it again. I've gone down that route. So this is going to be our early impressions review, and then a month from now, we're going to do a final review. After we do what we want in the game, and we kind of max it out, let's see how it holds up. But right now, oh my god. So the game is okay, so explaining this one, I would explain, I don't want to use a comparison because that creates kind of like a false expectation, but it's kind of like RuneScape meets Minecraft. It's an RPG. You can play on a private server, a public server, that's like, people need to be filtered out to join, or an open server. Servers are up to 8 people. We've been playing on a private one that's just me and you. You load in, and you can be, what they say is like one of 8 professions. I don't know if I like the description of professions for it, because like when I read that you pick a profession, like I think that you commit to it, that's your profession and everything, but you can kind of do a little bit of everything. But you load into the game, and you have a town that you can upgrade by getting materials like logs, rocks, sticks. The tutorial of the game kind of teaches you the basics. You can craft a backpack, you can cut wood, you can mine, you can craft other things, you can build weapons, you can blacksmith. I don't think you can fish. I haven't encountered fishing yet, but you fight enemies. I'm almost struggling to explain this. There's so much to do. It's like a survival game in some ways, because you have hunger, you have stamina, you have to get meat and food. Apparently you can cook. We haven't even gotten too much into that besides killing chickens, getting chicken meat and throwing it over a fire. Sometimes picking up mushrooms and some berries. That's kind of the extent of our cooking and eating. But yeah, everything is like, to get something, you have to do it. If you see you need logs, you got to go find an axe. You have to go pick up that axe. You have to go chop down that tree. You have to break down the logs, and now you have logs, and now you can put it in your inventory. There's different not shops, but like buildings for each quote unquote profession. So there's like a carpentry building that in there's like a chisel and a crafting deck with recipes and stuff, and that's where you build your backpacks and stuff like that. Like I said, there's a blacksmith with a full smelter, and like it's just like real life if you were to blacksmith. Like it's very realistic. Do you want to take over here for a minute here, Strats? Because I'm kind of catching myself stumbling. Like I'm losing myself. There's so much to explain.
No, I mean, again, we've had the game for a week. I mean, you're describing it well. I mean, I don't really like the Minecraft comparison. When you said it in the game, I didn't like it then, and I don't like it now, but it's just an opinion. You're entitled to it. I'm not a fan of Minecraft. I don't know why, but this game, it's huge. In the running around that we've done, just exploring, I mean, it was like an hour of just like, oh my God, I had no idea. So when you brought up the price, $9.99 for what you're getting in, to me, it's probably the biggest game I've seen as far as like map size goes. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how they fit this into the data size. It's like what, like 200 megabytes?
No, I thought it was like 700
megabytes.
Yeah.
Under a gig. That's insane.
Yeah.
The map size is so freaking big.
And you get to create a character, kind of reminds me of almost like a scarecrow. You get like that scarecrow type of like look to you with the nose.
Yeah, you have like a pink nose, but yeah, you get to customize before you load into the server. You customize what your guy looks like, and no progress carries over from server to server. So everything we've done with our guy on our private servers
is just for that server.
When we go load into a new server, you make a whole new guy. You load in, bear and everything.
And
like
I believe every person who buys the game gets one server and then one batch of, I think, 1,200 gold.
I think it's 1,000 coins.
1,000 coins,
which you can use to buy cosmetics and stuff like that. And I think that they're banking on like making more money off the cosmetics than
make your character look better.
Yeah, than charging for an expensive game. Which like I wish them the best of success for that, because I don't know how this game
is only $9.99.
It could be 20.
From what I've played in the past week. Again, when you say it's $9.99, I keep forgetting that that's the price point, because that price point should be way higher.
Oh yeah, like it could be $20 to $30 easy. So I wish them
to them, right?
I wish them the best of success. We haven't even unlocked the whole map. We built a couple bridges and stuff, but
been at it for a week, every single day, mostly together, but recently, even when we have a spare moment, we're putting time in, because you're resource hunting. Your hunting, gathering, adventure game. I'd recommend it with people 100%. I would not want to do this game alone.
Yeah, it's definitely an RPG, and the fact that we can work together and it's been fun, just me and you, is amazing. So let's kind of when you load into the tutorial,
and there's a lot we got to be careful for.
Yeah, I don't want to give.
That's why there's some weird stumbles, because there's things that we don't want to say because the game is this new. We don't want to give away too many clues on really anything, because I think the game almost, and I keep saying it, is like, it's like a bunch of different escape rooms in a gigantic escape room, because you have a lot of things you're going to have to figure out. And yes, you can Google, and yes, you can research and, cheat per se and go, I don't know how to do this, but the game offers you the ability for a long time. When you said we're going to review it again, I question how far we'll be into it in that time frame.
In a month, yeah, I'm almost a little worried about that. Maybe we need to do the mid review and the final review. But yeah, like you said, you can. There's guides and there's YouTube videos of how you do everything. Everyone's opinion's different.
Like, it's an open world RPG, right? We can say that fairly.
Yeah, I agree with you though that it ruins the fun to look it up, because like what I've had so much fun with in this game too is like figuring everything out. Like I was sending you videos of me doing stuff yesterday. Like look
what I figured out. Yeah.
Like, so they have you do the tutorial, right? In the tutorial, They teach you the basic stuff of each quote unquote profession.
Yeah, but you know what? I wish I paid better attention.
I do too, because there's so much.
I should have paid better attention. I mean, granted, I think you can redo it.
Yeah, well, like they do a good job going through everything, but I agree with you. I was trying to speed through it to get to the full game. Yeah, and like I didn't focus.
The excitement level was a little too high
because we got access to it. And we were like, do you think it's going to allow us in? And I was like, no, I don't think so. And you're like, let's try, And then,
yeah, the game is, it's probably right now become my favorite game.
Oh yeah, that's why I say we have to do it again in a month. Easy.
Yeah, I could see easily, maybe even more than do a month and then maybe a 90-dayer. Because I question in the week, and it's like, let's be honest, we put some time in on this. What have we really done?
Upgraded a couple buildings, built a bridge, explored, got lost a couple times.
Some stuff out here and there.
Yeah.
I lost some critical tool. You lost a critical tool.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, people, is when you do the tutorial, take your time.
Pay attention.
Enjoy figuring it out on your own. But like, pay attention. Don't be like us. We rushed into it all excited, like, oh my God, I can't believe we're playing this game we've been so excited about.
Like a happy dog wagging its tail.
We sounded like little kids. So like, don't be that. I know a lot of people are hyped for this game. Pay attention. There's some parts in the tutorial too that we were stumped on dumb things like, how do you do this? It's because it'll give you like a list of like 5 things to do. It'll be like,
little checklist.
Collect this, then build this. Put this here, and then like it'll be. I don't get it.
We were overthinking,
and it's not badly written. It's just
the graphics on
go
this
slow.
Graphics are good.
The
gameplay is good.
The tutorial teaches you a lot if you pay attention.
The interactions are thus far like really good.
Yeah, something cool about this game is like the in-game chat feature works really good with distancing. So as the guy moves farther away from you, so does his voice. It's like. Bye.
But I believe we figured out the solution to that.
What, starting in a party chat?
No, that's just our little workaround so we know where each other are. But no, I believe there's something in the game that I discovered that will allow me to bring enough attention to my location.
Oh, we talked about that. We talked about that. Yeah, again, this is one of those things. So
until this game's been out for a month, I'm not saying jack about a lot of the things that a month from now I'll liberally talk about, because I know more people have had an opportunity to see it and play it. But even that little, because I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Like, and we're the idiots who used up a lot of those things because we saw them in chests and we were just so excited.
Whatever.
Again, we don't want to spoil. That's just kind of our perspective. I feel like if we went on YouTube and we went on guides and we spoiled it all to us, would the game still be fun? I do think so, but
100%.
I've enjoyed the magic of like the frustrations. It's frustrating at times.
Yeah, look. Somebody spent a lot of time putting this game together. There's no doubt. Just to know, all the stuff to function like it does. It's like, I don't want to just go, well, how do I do this? And then just, okay.
Yeah.
I want to show the respect and earn, I like the challenge.
Yeah, figure it out.
Somebody created that challenge for a reason. And they created things to interact for a reason. So I'll respect it. I'll figure it out. I mean, it's been a long week.
Yeah, dude. We've spent some play sessions really getting nothing done but collecting some sticks, killing some chickens, and just wandering around. And
how would you describe the setting of the game?
I don't want to say, I'd say medieval. Not medieval,
farmy.
Not fantasy.
No.
Well, yes, fantasy.
Not space.
It's fantasy. It's like fantasy role-playing medieval, because some of the enemies, I don't want to spoil what they are and stuff, but that's not...
Okay, no, I'll give you that.
That's not real life.
But scenery.
Scenery-wise, it's definitely like that...
ye old town type.
That like Oblivion, if you've ever played Oblivion. It's kind of like that setting. It's but like without all the different races and stuff. Everything's humanoid, like humans.
I haven't had any glitches either.
No. The game's very smooth.
That's crazy.
Check this. We got the game a week ago before this, right?
Mm-hmm.
The next day after we played the first day, there was already an update.
Yeah, no, these guys aren't playing.
And I think there was another update after that too. Like these guys are, they're hustling.
You came out of the block literally with this is going to be game of the year, man. I can tell you it's going to be this.
I could tell you were skeptical.
100%. But now a week later, I'm like, this game's got me. I mean, I'm hooked. I want to see where it goes. I don't think we're going to be even close to completing just in-town challenges and such in the 30 days, but I'm up to the challenge of trying. But I'm real curious.
And it appears that there's there's no visible leveling in the game. You don't level in front of your eyes. No, but apparently there's some background leveling, like when you do things, you gain experience. You had a little beef with that, but I like it.
I did.
It's realistic. Do you see yourself? You're doing something in real life. Do you see your stats?
No, but I see results.
That's how it is.
Okay, I get you.
Boom.
Okay, I got you.
What?
Well, if that's really the case.
Yeah.
But how do I gauge it?
How do you gauge it in real life?
I see results.
There we go.
So that one I'm on the fence with. But
we'll see in a month,
We'll see. Yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna go with this one hardcore.
Yeah.
And,
so it's definitely an RPG. It's
full open world.
The world is so big. We've gotten lost. There's mines. I warn you, if you go in the mines,
it's like Grand Theft Auto. Big.
Bring a torch. Bring a torch, and if there's anywhere in the game that you like, I recommend bring a friend. It's the mines.
Yeah.
And now, here's the thing about, would this game be fun solo too? I do think so, because there's been time. I'm glad I have you in it. I wish we even had a couple more people just to gather more resources.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah. So if you're on our subreddit and you wanna put in some work, let us know. You want to help us gather some logs. You're chill. You like this game.
You spend 8 hours gathering logs.
Go make a post on our subreddit. Say, yo, where that invite at? So. No, but would it be fun by yourself? I do think so, because there's been times we've gone on by ourselves.
Resource hunting.
That's all. Yeah.
You don't need somebody to collect resources with.
Spent a couple hours yesterday.
Do your job.
Figuring out a bunch of crafting things and a bunch of blacksmithing things, and I sent you videos on them. So excited. And just getting a bunch of food, because that's a big issue that we had for a while. Again, I don't want spoilers, but
food's important.
There's survival aspects, so be prepared to make a fire and try to have some food on you. And if not,
I have not figured out the food situation.
I have. It's very simple. I don't know why you overcomplicate it.
Oh, we'll see. Because I was telling you the other night the same thing.
So, because you overcomplicate it. You try to eat raw chicken. What would you do in real life if you ate raw chicken?
That or death. I told you before.
Make a fire. Chicken. You have the materials to make a fire. Yes, you do. Just make a fire. It's your fault. You haven't.
No time, bro.
You say you haven't figured out the food.
I was scared.
Either. You say you haven't figured out the food system. The food system's simple.
I died.
Because you ate raw chicken.
Well,
you probably bled out your asshole to death.
I was scared I was going to die.
Yeah, well, you should have made a fire.
Oh, well.
I'm concerned for you.
We'll talk tonight in the game about it, because I'll show you what I'm talking about.
No, I'm not going to eat a bunch of random items. No way, not even raw chicken. I'm not going to eat random things off the ground that I saw on a TV show a guy ate these and it went good. Yeah, I've also seen people die when they do that.
I see food, I eat it. I don't question it.
Yeah, you know what I do?
That's how I learn.
Keep a bunch of meat in my backpack. I'm good to go. Cooked meat, good.
Oh, well.
I think you should do the same. I've tried it. I left you cooked meat in the thing, and you're like, yeah.
You wouldn't let me eat it.
Because you ate a bunch of raw chicken.
No, I ate one piece of raw chicken.
That's a bunch of raw chicken. You ate a whole drumstick of raw chicken? That's a lot of raw chicken. So you deserve to die.
The moral of the story is don't eat raw meat.
Treat it like you would in real life, too.
Yeah, no, you got to be hoardy, too.
Yeah, that's why.
A lot of hoarding. You have to hoard in this game and build. It's cooperative.
I have so much food after yesterday.
It's a co-op to the hilt.
When we play it...
you'd hope it. You have people you're playing with that are helping.
Yeah, we've been helpful with each other. We've been real nice. It's so good having a friend. But again, solo would be fun still, but the more the merrier with this one. You can tell.
It would take forever. I mean, you could do it solo, but think of how long it would take.
Well, we don't know that because our guys aren't too good. We don't have the best items.
Well, as would be everybody else, right?
Okay, but maybe, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's like everyone's starting with the same advantage. It doesn't matter how much So okay, you want to?
We've overthink a lot, man.
Well, of course,
we fucked up a lot.
We proved that
in the tutorial. The first 10 minutes,
dude. I'm running around eating raw chicken. Yeah, I'm overcomplicated.
Yeah. I'm like, just put it on the fire.
I just want to keep going.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
So here's the thing.
Game. The game compels you to want to keep doing stuff. So whatever it is that you're choosing that you're going to do in this game, trust me, to stop to eat isn't one of the things you want to have to do.
But you
or to make a fire or to do. But I got you.
We'll talk tonight. Food is never going to be an issue.
Desperate.
Food is never going to be an issue for us again.
I know.
Because I understand not wanting to stop and make a fire. So I found a solution.
I'll still show you what I'm talking about. And then you'll see. You'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. But I think we had talked earlier, too, about some potential things that we're going to take care of in the food department. So
yeah. Again,
folks, this game is like, I can't wait for everybody to buy it. And when I say everybody, I mean, it's going to be awesome to watch what happens with this game over the next 30 days, especially once it comes out of early release after the 13th and everyone gets a little pre-taste of it. But I'm starting to agree with you. It definitely will be a contender for Game of the Year.
I don't see how not. I'm worried that we missed something with describing, but
no, I don't. All right, here's the thing, right?
I really don't want to give spoilers. That's the thing.
You can create a character, right? So you create a character. You don't name your character, do you?
So you have to make an account
through Alta.
But I think you can do it through your Oculus account. We just opted to do an Alta account.
Yeah,
why not? It's good. In my opinion, why not? So you make a username there. I think that's your character name.
Okay. And then you create the character.
So here.
And then you technically you're in the open world game.
Here, I have a solution. If
you're gonna read what they actually wrote.
I'm just gonna read the description of the game.
All right, so this won't give away.
I will promise you, if you read to the end of this description, you're like, there's no way I'm not gonna pay $9.99 for this.
No, again, we'll talk about that at the.
Yeah. Okay, so you ready? Band together with your friends to explore a forgotten world filled with adventure, danger, and ancient secrets. Discover an abandoned town that you will turn into a sanctuary in this wild, untamed land. Become blacksmiths, warriors, miners, woodcutters as you build up your town and gear and prepare for your next adventure. Journey across a vast medieval world filled with mysteries and ancient secrets. Claim your role in town. Will you be a warrior, a blacksmith, a crafter? Each is a key part of a thriving town. I'm Floyd Mayweather, man. And governs how you level up and progress. Explore dark caves where terrible monsters and great treasures await. The deeper you delve, the nastier the monsters. But where else could untamed fortunes lie? Will your story become legend, or will you end in tragedy?
Okay, so that's a fair enough description from their point of view.
Take my money. I stumbled because I was trying to scroll down on my phone as I was reading, and it was like blurring my screen. I was like, that was such a dumb idea.
It's all right. You should just use the laptop.
Yeah, probably. Overthinking things, you can see how that happens in the game, huh?
Yeah, look, when a game is like adventure based, or you got to figure stuff out based, or I'm looking at the most complicated solution to the problem because I'm thinking that's probably how they did it. You know, they're going to want to watch you struggle. So there's a middle ground that's detectable in the game.
Yeah, I just don't get how you could finish reading that description and not want that game. Like, that is like everything that I've been waiting on the Oculus. Like, when I think VR, I think fully immersed world, RPG. This is it. This is what I've been waiting for.
I've been wanting a survivalish type,
and
like
it's survival.
Good survival game.
It's survival, and there's more that I think that they could add to it. Even increase that. But I don't want more than hunger and health right now.
I've got all that I can handle at the very moment.
Yeah, it's a lot.
The open world, though, I'm telling you, it's not. It is not small, man. This is like for real. Like when we were running around the other night, I was concerned. Remember, I'm like, oh no, I don't know how we're gonna get back. That's how big the friggin' map is.
Yeah, no, like
I was like, I honestly didn't know if we were like, how are we gonna get back?
So where I think we messed up too, without giving spoilers and stuff. I think that we were so excited by we hopped into our town, right? Our private server. our 2 out of 8 people server, right? And like we were so excited. We spent the first like 2 days just exploring. And
how could you not?
I know. I feel like if we went in and focused on what we, and there's no way we could have.
But again, how could you not?
I know. But if we went in and just were like focused on what we learned in the tutorial, because we dropped our tutorial knowledge and just started freaking going everywhere. That's all we did was wander, you know? If we went in with like a solid, like, all right, let's just, you know, get to work, I think we would have maybe not lost some things. But how can you, I agree, how can you blame us?
I think that's a great game plan.
Now,
until the game loads into the server, right? And you can throw that game plan out the window because you can be like, oh, okay, I'm going to go here. And you're like, oh, well, what? Oh my God. Oh, dude, look at this. Oh my God. I mean, how many oh my God moments were there in the game? Like, dude, how big is this freaking thing?
I'm still having oh my God moments. I left off last night playing, sending you videos.
That tutorial is out the window at that moment. It's like just like full on sprint.
Kid in a candy shop.
That's the beauty of the game too. You can go into the settings and you don't have to do snap movement. They do have teleport movement, which you don't really need, but you can change it to smooth. So I personally use the smooth walk. I love the feature where if you're walking forward and you just move your head left to right, your character will actually, you know, veer in that direction.
Yeah, the head turning. I think you need the teleport for some things.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Not for average moving.
Clearly, but you don't generally need it.
No, only to get up certain things.
Or out of terrible situations, but...
Don't... again, there's some things I feel comfortable spoiling, some I don't. I'm going to warn you. Don't use the teleport to try and glitch into areas you don't have yet. You're going to regret it when you go, oh no. So don't try to glitch the game. Just use the teleport like a reasonable human being. Again, we're not the smartest people all the time. We're silly.
No, I mean, I'm exploring every nook and cranny I can.
We're little kids. We're grown little kids. That's all we are.
Grown adults with, yeah.
Little kid mindsets sometimes with these games.
This game is that good, though. You know...
You can get lost in the wild. If you're going to go explore in the wild, you better bring a weapon, you better bring some food, and you better bring materials to make a fire.
I love the community aspect of it, though.
Yeah.
Because you can have, 8 people into your server?
At one time. So you could load up, like you could have a 40-person server, but only 8 people in that one. So you could assign, theoretically...
time slot tasks.
Yes, you could have a day shift, a night shift. You could even, and then like, so right now, because we're a 2-person server, we're doing everything. Professions is out the window. Because like, I'm a miner, I'm a blacksmith, I'm a woodcutter, I'm a warrior.
Yep.
I gotta do everything right now.
We're everything.
But if you have a pack server, that's where you go, look, I'll collect the food, I'll go explore, you go be the miner, you go cook us meals, you go get wood, you guys go be the adventurers, whatever,
It is cool, though, that you do have the ability to not have to. So if you do, if you want the solo experience, God bless you. You'll spend a year just... I would think a week would equate to a month.
Yeah.
With 2 people playing. So I can't imagine 8 people at the same time.
I don't know. You might have discovered, I feel like you discovered a lot without me, too, because, sometimes when it's me and you together...
Yeah, I got to run away from you, man.
We get ADHD sometimes. Sometimes we're not always good together. We bounce off each other too.
But the
sometimes
ability,
it's good to be solo. We get more done.
The ability to have the server that, like if you're not there, like last night, I was like, shit, I'm going to go in there and do some resource hunting.
Yeah.
Do some running around. And I did. I did some vast running around.
Well, that's what I love about this game. This game is not only a co-op game. It's a co-op game that we both have progress in, that we can each hop into at any time.
Shared progress too.
Yeah, it's not like we have to be like, hey, it's better if we're both on. But there's some games where it's like, all right, we want to play a co-op game. It's like, let me know when you're ready. Then I'll turn on my headset.
Oh yeah, this is when you can already be in doing your job.
One of us hops in and you're in there already chopping wood. It is what it is. That's awesome. I love it. I love the fact that we can go in anytime. Upgrade our world, No, the hype is real for this game. So
let's just jump into the because this is really a pre.
Yeah, it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a much longer episode in a month when everybody's seen it all.
I'm again careful with the words. I got a list in front of me of what
of don't says. You got your banned words.
My banned words for this game.
Your 730 words.
It's an extensive. It's a lot more than 7. It's pretty extensive. I know your list is pretty big, but so it's a tough one because it really want to do the game justice, and
but we don't want to take away the
new factor because it's brand new.
Yeah.
I mean, this is brand spanking new.
And look, if you're one of those people who likes to buy the game guide and get everything in front of you and know how to, there's nothing wrong with that. That's how you like it. If you do like to do that, there's a lot of guides online.
I think there's game's more fun not doing it that way.
Because it's like, if me and you got dropped in the wild with a town and we found a town, like, oh my God, we were stuck in the woods. Where are we? Oh my God, there's a town that's like half finished. Probably like a quarter finished.
Yeah.
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 And it's like, oh, it's time to get real.
All right. Well, let's throw it an early release.
And then we'll hit it again in
one review. We'll see how it compares.
Yes. Let's hope we can finish it in a month too. Nervous, but let's see. All right. So what do I like about this game? Everything. There's like, I mean, the only thing that I wish is that like, in some ways, it was a little bit easier, I guess, but that's my own fault because I'm overthinking things. Maybe it being easier would ruin the fun even. So the reason we're doing the early review is because right now I want to rate it like a 9.5 even, almost a 10. Like this game is perfect to me. The only thing I'm concerned about is that I can see within like 20 minutes of playing where there could be a potential, like, this game isn't fun anymore. Like, it's very obvious what, when you do everything, what else, will it be fun to just explore? And that's my fear. I'm going to give it right now an 8. And that's just to be really, really, really conservative. If I finish this game, if I complete everything, we're in the most badass town ever. We've explored what there is to do. The developers aren't dropping updates anymore, which I don't see happening if there's already been a handful of updates and like things added since we've, had it early. Then my score will either stay 8 or go down. But if we beat this and it's amazingly fun, and I'm concerned about how high I'm going to have to rate this game. So I don't have any cons. I really don't. The only cons I wish that there was an easier way to get back the important items we lost by our own fault. That's my only con.
That's your final answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 8.
8 it is. Okay. I agree with you. Thus far, I haven't found anything wrong with the game. I've had no glitches. Graphically, I'm loving it. The gameplay, I'm loving. I'm loving the excitement, the adventure. If I base it on just right now with zero futures, I'm not looking just on what I'm playing now. I'll give it a 9. I've got no beef. I've got nothing.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Right.
I can't gig them for something I haven't done yet, or how will I feel a year down the road from now? I don't know. But right now, from in hands to as we speak today, it's a freaking 9. If a month from now this game has offered me more, then this will probably be my first 10.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm scared to give it a 10. You know why I gave it an 8? And I feel like I did it. I'm wrong in giving it an 8.
Because you're judging them on futures.
Well, I feel like I've been offered. It would be like if you got offered a job, right? And they're like, we're going to give you $1 million to sit there and do nothing. You're like, well, this is too good to be true. There's something wrong here, right? I'm waiting for something to go wrong. Like,
the game's that you think the game's too good?
I don't believe it still. I'm a week in, and I don't believe how much is in this game. Like, I'm flabbergasted. I'm mind blown. It's insane. Like, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping that This game might lock my first 10.
Have we played a single game since we opened it up? A single other game?
Not in the past week.
I don't even have... It's not that I don't have interest. It's just like...
Just want to get stuff done.
There's so much to do.
I had mentioned that it's very compelling to keep drawing you to want to get things done. And I know what you're saying about the, maybe, after, somebody find the repetitiveness, but I think in group play, like you and I playing, or if you got 8 people in there and you're all able to, I think it just screams good time.
I don't see... I compare it... There's a lot of RuneScape comparisons, and one of the things is like... So when I used to play RuneScape...
I never played RuneScape, so I can't mentally picture that comparison. So it's not doing me justice.
This is the closest thing I could imagine, but not quite there. Not quite the same. That's why I don't like to fully compare games. But okay, so when I used to play RuneScape, right? I would sit there and do the same task for hours. Go back the next day and do the same thing. To level up a specific skill, to gain a bunch of something to sell for whatever reason. And I had no problem doing it. It was still fun to go do and do that one task and chat with people and socialize. And just being in the game was fun. This game has that element. If I'm sitting there chopping wood for an hour, 2 hours, to be honest with you, I just had a blast.
Yeah. No, like I said, it compels you to want to get stuff done.
Because everything you do is how you do it in real life,
So they eat my 9 for now. We'll see in 30 days. I get where you're coming from.
I'll give him an 8 because I'm scared to give him such a high score. I'm scared that this is going to be my first 10 game. Before we started this podcast, serious, I was always like, I will never give a maxed out score.
I know.
And I'm scared. I'm like, my back's up against the wall. They've put this perfect game in front of me.
Actually, it's funny because when I listen to, like you say, games that you wish, this is your game.
No.
It's like
I've talked about this for so long.
Somebody said, "Here you go. Here, Dscruffles.
Here's
the game you wanted and you asked for.
Everything.
It's got every variable so far we've seen in it that you'd ever want."
And I think that there's
and you're scared to give it a high rating.
I'm scared. It's too good to be true.
All right. Well, then that only means technically in 30 days if it is as good as you think it is.
I have to give it a. I don't want to.
You were freaking, oh my God, this is the game of the year. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to say it. That's not what
I
know. You mentioned too.
No, I said it's going to be VR game of the year, head to head, without a doubt, in my opinion, is going to be a Township Tale up against Demio. It's one of those two. For newly released games this year. Because there's other great games on the store. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, if they broke it down into
I'm saying for
genre,
what came out in RPG, 2021,
this game's already won.
Yeah, like Pop 1 came out in 2020.
Yeah,
I'm talking about what came out in 2021.
It's a good head-to-head.
It's going to be Demio or Township Tale. It's going to be. I'm telling you.
All right. We'll have to talk about that one for sure.
So I'm already excited for the next episode in a month.
I know.
I'll just go start playing right now. Sorry for any stumbles that we had in explaining the game too.
We're dealing off of, whenever we're doing something that involves the potential to spoil, we're working hard to try to be careful our words to not blow the experience for you. Now, mind you, a month from now,
it's different.
The gloves are off because everyone's going to know about the game.
This is a unique case where we got the opportunity to play it early.
Yeah.
Not every review is like that. If it's a game that's been out, I don't care.
Yeah.
If this game has been out in a month,
the escape room.
Yeah, that's different. Careful. Or a movie or something like that.
Correct.
But if in a month, yeah, I'm going to be talking about everything.
Yep. So appreciate you guys listening and understanding, and we can't wait to talk to you again in 30 days about this one.
Yeah, as of what I've experienced
and
now.
Remember, $9.99.
Yeah,
this is. You know what? Real quick, if the price was $29.99,
I would say it's fair.
Yeah. The $9.99 is almost where I got scared.
I think the developers were saying something along the lines that they didn't want cost of price to be a barrier of access to people. And that's very respectable to go the option. It's not like the things you buy in the game make your character better.
Yeah.
It's just like you want a different hair or torso.
Well, $9.99, anybody and everybody can get this one.
There's very few games I'm cosmetics guy for.
$29.99, I would have paid it. Would you?
100%.
For what it has?
Dude, I'm flabbergasted this isn't a 5 gigabyte game.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing.
I haven't figured that out.
I don't mind having big games.
I don't know enough about how big these programs are, but I would have thought for sure this was well over.
I played a couple
gigs.
gigabyte games on the Oculus that seem a lot smaller than this.
Correct. That's why when
I've also played a lot more expensive games.
Look at how big this game is. It's not even a gig.
Yeah, it's
how can he do this?
The data size is small, and like I've played a lot worse games that cost a lot more money. So
yeah, this game. So you might be right with your game of the year.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
No, it's one of those two. Let's see. All right. See you next week, guys. If you enjoyed today's episode, then be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Also, if you're feeling real generous, you can even give us a 5-star review. Don't forget as well to check out our official subreddit at www.reddit.com/r/RuffTalkVR. There you can join other fans of the podcast, get sneak peeks of next week's episode, and even talk with our host directly. Also, any sponsorship inquiries and guest requests can be sent directly to our email at rufftalkvr@gmail.com. Stay tuned for next week's episode, and have a great day.